War. War never changes. Welcome, folks, to the first stream for the Fallout 4 survival series that I'll be doing here. Yeah, hopefully everything goes well, although I am dropping some frames here, which is troublesome, because everything was working fine when I tested it last night, but hopefully it'll work. If not, well, that will really suck. But let's get started. Looks like it's getting a little bit better. Anyways, so we are going to be playing a character called Queen Kayla, or Kayla for short. She is a... So her backstory is pretty much as someone who... She's like a smuggler, sort of, in her previous life. And then eventually ended up becoming one of the few people to enter Vault 111. And after all of the shenanigans with being frozen for 200 years, eventually is one of the ones that escapes. So, Gerardo, welcome to the stream. Yes, it does. Every day the US is trying to invent new ways to kill their enemies. Alright. So, first things first, Kayla does have to escape. So we're going to try and get her through here. She's still trying to get past the hibernation sickness. Omar, welcome to the stream. So yeah, this is a survival roleplay series, so we are in survival mode, which is going to make things very interesting, because usually it ends quite horribly once you get anywhere further from Sanctuary. Now, my overall goal with Kayla here, we're going to avoid most of the normal gameplay, most of, or normal story at least. Gerardo says, "Damn girl, what you been smoking?"
What the hell?
She does have a pretty bad cough there. Okay, recreation terminal. We're going to stop by here, if only just to grab the little holotape for the Red Menace. Not going to be picking up any of these things right now. Overall goal is just getting out of here. Plus we don't have too much in the way of carrying space, since this is survival mode. Anyways, back to the backstory. So, my general backstory for Kayla here, and we'll do a quick little image of what she looks like, is that she was a smuggler that sort of went to Europe after the Resource Wars, because the Resource Wars in Fallout lore is pretty much a period that sees Europe decimated because, you know, oil becomes almost completely inaccessible, except for like in Alaska. So the Middle East ends up losing its source of oil as Europe is trying to fight for it there. So pretty much what Kayla did is, during her time after the initial Resource Wars, was she pretty much made her way to Europe and smuggled various supplies over there. And I figured that will be a good setup for her story leading into this. She's grabbing a set of cigarettes there, even though she can't make any use out of them. Alright, so let's be cautious here. Now, I do have a number of mods that I'm going to be using for this playthrough. I have listed them in the description below. Oh dear. This is not good. Not good at all. Well, her arm is already messed up, but we might be able to survive through this. at least to get to Sanctuary. Oh god. Now I am using the controller here, so that might be making things a little bit more difficult, but I suppose a little bit more entertaining as well. Yeah, I generally do prefer using a controller on Fallout 4. Even the original, or not original, but Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, I generally prefer a controller. Skyrim, it varies. Sometimes controller, sometimes mouse and keyboard. Ooh, that 64K of RAM. I've always wondered what the whole lore of how the Pip-Boy works is. Alright, I could use a stim pack, but I'm going to hold off on that for the moment, because we do kind of want to save those up for later, and using stim packs does make you thirsty.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
And we head out into the light. Gerardo says, damn, the video just froze for a while there. Well, I haven't had any drop frames, so it might be your Wi-Fi again, Gerardo. Yeah, I only had the drop frames at the start of the stream, fortunately. Hopefully it stays that way, because I want to avoid that as much as possible. Alright, so our name is good, special, and appearance is good, so let's exit.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing
Damn toaster.
Vault Deck.
The lovely little loading screen. As weird as this seems, I have experienced this quite a bit as someone who works overnights and goes out into the middle of the day, and it's like, you're blinded. Dreda says, just head for the glowing sea, trust me, you'll be okay. Yeah, no. We're definitely not doing that, Gerardo. Now this is kind of interesting. It looks like there's blood splatter here. Unless that's supposed to be rust. It might be rust. Anyway, since this is a survival run, we are going to be picking up any bottles that we see, because the bottles are always a good source of being able to fill them up for purified water. Dreda says, what the fuck, my loading takes years to load, but yours took seconds. You've been hacking, I see. Well, Gerardo, as I was telling you when we were talking off stream earlier, I have noticed that Windows 10 does have a much longer load period. Because I've experienced that on Windows 10 as well, so. But I'm currently on Windows 7, so overall it seems like the load times are much more stable, which is a very good thing, because it would make doing this little stream quite difficult to try and do this with having to wait for minutes for you to actually load into an area. I know there's mods out there that apparently purport to, like, fix that issue, but I've never really had much luck with them. Okay, so we have Codsworth over here. We're pretty much just gonna blow him off a little.
Codsworth?
I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Alright.
My God. They did it. All that fighting, and for what? Everything's dead.
Everything's dead? Ah, yes, the garden. The posies have been problematic, I admit. If only Sir were here to help.
Okay, so this we're kind of going to pass up a little bit, because obviously this character doesn't have a husband that she's caring about, neither does she have a son that she's
Makes sense.
It's worth
worried about.
Doesn't matter how long it's been. I feel fine.
a bit over 210, actually, Mum. Give or take a little for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
Doretta says, I can't hear what they are saying. Oh, it's probably because I have my general audio lowered by like 15 decibels. So let's raise that up to, I think 6 is what I normally kept it on before I was doing Siege of Avalon, because Siege of Avalon has some really loud music that I try to keep quiet. No food.
No. I need help, Codsworth, not food.
Mum, I've been thinking. If something is amiss, your loved ones may simply be hiding from the Red Menace.
You're an idiot.
The Red Menace. You gotta be kidding me.
I have an idea.
There's nothing left here. It's all gone.
Well, if you wish to venture to parts unknown, I won't stop you. I shall guard the neighborhood in your absence.
Shredder, can you hear them a little bit better with that now? Hopefully. Oh, hold on. Gotta change it over so I can see the restream chat page well again. Okay. So for the moment, let's stop by the workshop here. Because we're gonna have to sort of set up something that, well, for one, we need a bed. That's one of our big requirements here. Going through and just getting rid of a lot of this old stuff. Also, we will need a source of water as well. And that's where this little thing comes in. This little cinder blocks gives us the concrete that we need. We'll go to resources, water, and we'll put in a little water pump like right here. We'll finish clearing out this area. And we can put in a bed now. We'll do a clean looking bed. Because I know if you sleep in a dirty bed, sometimes it gets you sick. I also have a little mod that I can save. So that's a very good thing without having to actually sleep. Alright, so let's use the little water fountain here. Doing this will both help our health out and keep us from being thirsty. We do have a little bit of fatigue starting to set on, but it shouldn't be too bad just yet. Gerardo says, get a fat man. I don't know where the nearest fat man is. Is that a Deathclaw over there? No, no Deathclaws over here. At least I don't think so anyways. Alright, you know what? We are going to use a stim pack here. It's gonna make us thirsty, but we can solve that. There we go. Now we're heading towards full health. So we'll save again. At our bed here. And now we can head on out. I don't think there's really too much else that we can do here right now. Probably a few things to craft, but nothing too special, so we'll head towards Concord first. At least see what's going on there. Oh, and lovely rad roach. Ooh, I should cook those rad roaches that I have. Well, we have 4 things of food right now. It's a start. I will have to get a more, I guess, concrete source of food eventually. It's actually been a long time since I've played Fallout 4 through. Certainly I've, you know, made a few different saves and that sort of thing, but I haven't actually played the game all the way through in a long time, so I'm actually looking forward to this little playthrough. Gerardo says the closest place where you can get a fat man is Outpost Monja, which is southeast from the Sanctuary Hills. Just east, not south. Yeah, the little place that I think is like right around here or something like that. Somewhere around here. But yeah, to do that you have to fight that one dude, and I'm not exactly looking forward to that. Dog meat.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Sort of a flea bag, aren't you? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Alright, so we have dog meat with us now. Let's see, is there anything here that's useful? Stim pack. And dog meat found... Oh yeah, the little stim pack and a blood pack. Those blood packs I think are actually pretty good sources of healing, at least early on. Especially in survival mode. Yeah, 50 HP, so that's not bad at all. And unlocking the workshop here. Greta says check the workshop for supplies. Oh, I guess there are supplies actually in the workshop here. I never actually... Oh, antiseptic. That could be useful. I don't think we can make a... Hold on, let me see. Drugs. Uh-oh. Mole rats. Now, for a moment I did think about maybe doing this without VATS, but yeah, trying to do survival mode without VATS is... You're gonna have a bad time. As, Merrick kind of found out when he was doing much of his survival run, since he didn't know what button to press for VATS. Poor Merrick. Yeah, I probably should maybe link that run in the description below, even though it is a incomplete run. Something that I might think about doing. Because it was a little entertaining playthrough, even though it wasn't completed. Alright, I think we took out all of the mole rats around here. Let's go back over here. Check out the healing. So we have a glowing blood pack, herbal anodyne. Let's see. Resisting various things, antibiotics. Need Chemist 1 for that, so that's something that we'll have to look into then. Camping gear. Oh yeah, for my camping mod. So, a couple of different things available here. Probably biggest thing we would want is the tent. Need another 8 cloth. Do I have any potential cloth around here? Oh, I do have money. That I could use. Shredder says, sometimes I love how enemies are running at you while in vats, and when you kill them, they go flying. It's the lovely Bethesda physics at work. Let's see. Okay, so I do have enough cloth now from all of that stuff. They are a little expensive. But you know what? I think it'll be worth it. And not so much expensive as in caps expensive, but weight expensive was what I was actually talking about. Oh, and I leveled up. I wasn't even paying attention. So while we're doing that, we'll go over our special here right now. So we have 3 in strength, 5 in perception, 3 in endurance, 4 in charisma, 5 in intelligence, 5 in agility, and 3 in luck. Pretty much those are things that I pretty much just set up as what would be representative of Kayla's, I guess, overall stats as a smuggler. So let's see, what do we want to do for her whole setup? Certainly Life Giver is a very good trait to have. Probably one of the best traits to have is Lone Wanderer, though. But Lone Wanderer is only really useful when you are operating with just dog meat. And my overall plan here is to eventually include dog meat, Codsworth, and probably a McCready as my companion. So that may not work too well. So let's just start, or there was Chemist as well, right? That would be useful, but Chemist is 2 more points of intelligence down. But that does help with experience. Okay, we'll try it. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake with that, though. Because Life Giver would have been very good as well. Okay, so this might be a problem. Because we got a blood bug that's up here. 2 blood bugs. Okay, we took them out. These things are like some of the worst enemies that you can face. At least in survival mode, it seems. Because in survival mode, at least from my times of playing, it seems like the blood bugs are very good at getting you diseased. And then everything just goes downhill from there. Alright, so as Kayla approaches into downtown Concord, she can hear the fighting that's going on. And this is where our lovely little Deathclaw would show up. Can we see it down there? Not that I can see. But yeah, Kayla's not really keen on getting involved in that fight, so she's gonna try and avoid it. There's a little house over here that we can look into. I don't think there's probably much in the way of useful supplies in this one, though. Not if I recall correctly. Pork and beans, bobby pins. Okay, the bobby pins might be good. And a dead raider. Raider chest piece 05. Wonder if that's from one of my mods. If, as to giving it the name 05. Probably something like that. Well, we'll pick it up, because I still have some room in my list of things. Oh, I can use this moment to save. Grab a few more bottles there. A novice safe. Try to ask, so where are you heading right now? Right now I'm thinking of probably trying to head towards
Nice.
the... Oh, a lot of pre-war money. Probably heading towards the one movie theater that's just a little bit of a ways south from Sanctuary. Generally, that's a great place to set up a base. Probably the worst thing is just having to deal with the radiation that comes from the barrels in the middle there. Alright, we have a guy here. Let's be cautious.
Hey,
Oh boy, you may want to keep your distance.
why? Are you threatening me?
Nah, nothing like that. It's just, well, I think I ate a bad can of meat. Okay, maybe it was 3 cans. Seemed pretty tasty at first, but now it's got my guts all in a twist. And, well, you can probably smell it from there. Longneck Lukowski's canned meat my ass. Longneck Lukowski's canned poison, more like it. Here, have the rest of it. I'm never touching the stuff again as long as I live. Assuming I live through the day. Ugh. And if you happen to see that Lukowski, tell him I hope he dies in a goddamn fire. Oh, God. Sorry. Probably better if you get going. If it's anything like last time, it's about to get kind of messy.
That's a horrible thing to have happen to you. Especially out in the wasteland like this. Oh, something like diarrhea. Drodo says kill him. Sure, why not? Put him out of his misery. Oh, wait a second. What's this over here? Looks like he may have killed a couple settlers. Or someone killed a couple settlers at the very least. Corn! Yay! That's your nature? Alright, how do we want to do this? Let's start with the leg. Actually, you know what? We don't want to waste ammo. Ooh, this guy's gonna take a few hits.
Not hiding this time.
Okay, this was a bad idea. Drodo, that was a very bad idea. Alright, well, fortunately, we're not too far behind from where we were.
Yes.
Yes, as much as it may be in her nature to kill people, it's also in her nature to be somewhat of a coward. Omar says the diarrhea have given him the power. It very well may have.
Oh boy. You may want to keep your distance.
Why? Are you threatening?
Nah. It's got my gut. Here, have the rest. And if you happen to...
Alright, so we want to pick up the stuff from over here. And I think we're just going to leave Mr. Diarrhea Man alone there. You should have aimed for the arms. I was trying to with my little, whatchamacallit, my tire iron, but yeah, I don't have too much placed into my strength and melee attacks right now, because especially in survival mode early on, you don't want to do melee attacks, so probably could have shot him, but we'll hold off. Alright, so Kayla's passing through here. Little quarry she wouldn't figure would have much for her to offer. Any stone that might be good for building there would be much too impossible to grab. Because as she can observe, most of the stuff around here is, most of the heavy machinery anyways, is pretty much dead. Kayla can hear something, I'm assuming. Oh, there it is. Oh no, bloat flies. Okay, these I can take out with the tire iron. They still hurt a little bit though. Alright, these ghouls. Well, let's see. Do I have... I don't have any Molotovs with me. So attacking the ghouls could go bad. I can hear it. Oh, is that just dog meat there? Gerardo says go for the castle. I don't know if I necessarily want to go for the castle. Also, can you unlock the castle without taking on the Minutemen? I'm not sure. So I guess it's something that we can eventually look into. But yeah, as I said, my number one goal right now is to make our way towards that movie theater that's to the south. Let's take a look at the map. We might be a little off. Gerardo says, oh, there's a powerful ghoul there? I didn't notice anything in particular, but I'll pretty much assume any ghoul is potentially deadly right now, so... Now, this little lake that's in front of us, I think that might be around where that one little weird settlement is. What's it called? The one that has the people with the little tests to find synths. Oh, I can't remember the name specifically. Yeah, I think that's it up ahead, so let's go see if we can check that out. A sign of civilization. Shredder says you can take the castle without those lazy people. Now, if you go to the castle without the Minutemen, does it still spawn the big Mirelurk Queen? That's like my biggest concern as far as that goes. Covenant, that's the name of this place. So it looks like a nice location of civilization and all that. Spotlights, turrets.
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Make a move and I'll end you. Wastelander.
Business is good.
Material water trough. Well, one of my mods is causing me to see water like that. What about water that's over here? Does it show the same thing? No, it just says water. Okay.
Got armor at good rates if you're in the market.
I've got a few minutes
Let's
to browse.
talk, Mr. Miller here.
Haggling gives me a...
Alright, so I have a lot of 10mm pistols and pipe pistols. So we'll sell some of those. Get some caps. And I think that's probably close to it of what I want to sell right now. I have pre-war money, but it's not worth much, so I'd much rather boost my charisma and eventually sell it than the other way around. And we definitely don't have enough money for any of these more legendary armors, so we'll just wait on that. Shredder says, wait, let me see your map. What did you want to see about the map? Go east from there? Well, Longnet Lukowski's cannery is here, so I think the castle is somewhere around here? Somewhere around there. Anyways, let's get acquainted with Covenant first.
If not, move along. You know, I'm people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
I'd like to visit.
Since you're a first-timer, there's something you gotta know first. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's gotta take it.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
You know what? Don't worry. Safe is one of them psychological tests. Just a bunch of questions you gotta answer. You wanna take the test? Pass it, and I'll let you in.
Oh, she tried, but she has no charisma right now.
I guess.
Take a seat, and we can begin.
Oh no, a test I did not study. Isn't that one of the responses that you can give in Fallout 3?
There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Alright, so this is interesting because I have to consider this as not my normal character, but as how she would do it. I think she'd probably knock him out.
I'd grab a pipe and knock him out.
A pipe, you say? Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do?
Amputate.
Amputate the foot before the infection spreads.
Amputation. Next question. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do?
Does Kayla have any desire for children or sympathy for children? Probably not. So confiscate and abandon, pick his pocket. Let's pick his pocket.
I pick the boy's pocket to take the stolen property for myself and leave him to his fate.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
Let's see. Probably designated hitter.
Designated hitter.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do?
Kill him.
I'd do what Grandma told me to.
Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
Laser pistol, pick the lock. I think picking the lock is how she would do it.
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
Medicine, pray, suicide, surgery. Probably surgery, just like we did with the foot. Cut it off.
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
Steal it. Slap him. Oh, slip him a Mickey. You know what? I could actually see her doing that.
Slip some knockout drops into his Nuka-Cola, then take it.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking and...
change his meds.
I'd replace his blood pressure medicine with sugar pills.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
Definitely interesting thinking about this from a different character's point of view than the normal characters that I play.
Welcome to Covenant.
Which does give me a little bit of a thought as to how I'll eventually play her overall. I mean, probably a few things that I'd probably want to look into doing is obviously chemist, party girl or something like that. Well, that's all alcohol. But alcohol can have some uses. Let's see, what is it? So chemists makes chems last longer. Wasn't there something to avoid addiction? I thought there was. Chem resistant. So yeah, chem resistant and chemist together will probably be very good for this playthrough.
Worked for old man Stockton. You saw him, right?
I already told you. I don't recollect. We get a lot of traffic.
This isn't Diamond City. A caravan of 5 comes through, you'd remember.
Then they must not have come through. Say, wouldn't you rather have a lemonade?
My job here isn't drinking lemonade. I know for a fact they came here. Why the brush off?
I want to help, mister, but I really don't recollect.
Mark my words. I'll get to the bottom of this. You from around here? God, I hope not. Had enough of these hicks.
Let's be evasive.
What's it to you?
Just doing my job. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
A caravan? I'm not really the trader type.
Well,
Even though
it's
she
about
is.
Trade. I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. Help me find Stockton's people, and we split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
Well, the reward would get her to do it. Her charisma's not good to get the caps up front, though, so...
Sounds fair. I'm in.
Here's all I got on the caravan. I don't got proof, but Covenant's involved. Somehow. I'll keep poking around, but let me know if you find anything.
Hope you're liking Covenant, stranger.
Okay, had a couple little bursts of dropped frames there. Hopefully it cooperates. Okay, so we're saved. We are getting a little thirsty. Is there a water thing around here? Not that I... Oh wait, yes there is. And let's fill our bottles up as well. Dorado says, by the way, that quiz is useless. No matter what you say, you can get in. That is very true. Yeah, I think there's, if I recall correctly in this quest, there's one thing that it focuses on to sort of, I guess, pick up where the synths are, and yeah, I don't think anything as far as that goes will trigger it. I don't remember this cat here.
Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
As soon as you don't need the med,
Crazy woman.
lay off. Understood? Any other complications?
Alright, so we need to try and figure out what's going on here. Let's take a look around. A sleeping bag. I don't remember being able to investigate this.
Looks like a trader left a bedroll. No marks on it, so no way of telling if it's from Stockton's people.
Advanced. I am not good enough to open that up. I think generally I luck out and one of the NPCs comes by and opens that thing up.
Busted again? It's the third radio this month. Ted better get on this, pronto.
Third radio busted in a month. I wonder what that's about.
What do we have? Dealing with depression, the 12 stages of grief, and some self-help books. Quite the library here.
Dreader says, well, for me, that settlement people are all dead because I was bored. The radio appears to be broken. Safe reports. 28% failure rate. Delta 1%. Need more data samples? Or is that negative 1%? Unnamed travelers. 2. 1 failure logged. Slog ghouls. 5. 1 failure. Definite false positive. Stockton caravan. 5. 2 failures. Resolved. Railroad or Institute? Well... Mr. Timms, 1, 0 failures. Finch Farms, 3, 0 failures. Working long-term deal. Boyd, 1 failure logged. Honest Dan, 1, 0 failures. Well, let's take this, because that might be useful. There's a Covenant office key. That could also be useful. Let's close the door. Give us some working space here.
This cell means business.
anything to investigate in here? Damn it, dog meat, don't open the door. Oh, a master for that terminal? Yeah, no way I'm getting in there. Ramen meat. Ooh. I'm definitely stealing that because ramen meat is very, very useful. Alright, so I don't think I've ever actually stolen the safe reports. Well, let's get our lemonade.
93% of all visitors prefer Teaser's lemonade.
I'll take some.
Enjoy!
Now, I always did wonder what the whole Deezer's lemonade thing was about. Is that another test for synths? Or, is there something else going on there?
Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
Do you have any proof Covenant is involved with the caravan?
I got one thing. They deny up and down that Stockton's men ever came here. But they most certainly did. There's no reason to bald-faced lie to me if they're not hiding something. I'll keep poking around.
Have any advice on what I should investigate?
They keep the barracks locked up tight. Find a way in and I'm sure you'll turn up something. The leads could be anywhere, really.
Do you have any other leads?
No. If Covenant doesn't pan out, then I don't know where to start. I'll cross that road if I have to.
We'll talk later.
Alright, so I know we can find some traders. The traders that were around here. Up along the road over here. Generally there's no enemies around here. So we should be able to head on over and... Hold on. Oh, that's just wood. I thought that was something else. Oh god, don't drink that, please. I don't know what the lemonade was actually supposed to do. I don't think I've ever necessarily found anything. Now, generally when I do this quest, I do end up betraying the people of Covenant and killing them all, but in this one, I think...
Man was hit awfully close to Covenant, all right.
I think I might take an alternate route. You'll learn later why? Really? Every time I've tried to learn about the lemonade, I never exactly figure it out. Ooh, a lot of,
Deezer's lemonade, huh? The caravan definitely stopped in Covenant.
that potted meat. It's all over. No! Oh, hell. Now I have too much. Okay, well, let's put on some of this stuff. We'll put on the road leathers. And probably it for what we can equip right now. I do have to say, I do really like the environments of Fallout 4. Like this little sunset that we're going through right now. But even Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas had really nice environments, and, well, I guess even The Elder Scrolls Oblivion did as well. I mean, it's probably the one thing from Oblivion that holds up really well is the environments. The characters definitely not. Alright, let's try talking to this guy again. Any new leads or anything?
Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
Do you have any proof?
No.
Oh, that's the same thing from
We'll talk
before.
later.
After a long day, nothing beats Jesus lemonade.
Well, suppose one option would be to try and pickpocket this guy here, which might go horribly wrong.
Another newcomer. Welcome.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
We don't tolerate violence or vulgarity. Steer clear of those, and we'll get along just fine.
No vulgarity. Dorado, you're not going to belong here at all.
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Well, hello.
Okay. Currently detected. Covenant house key. Let's try. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, that really didn't work. That's why I saved. Oh, poor dog meat. He got him there as well. Do you need help? Let's see. Generally in this quest I luck out and I'm able to... Detected. Go away, Mr. Mayor. Or whoever you are. That's why I had to end them. Generally I luck out in this quest and... Oh, it's open now. Okay. I don't know who opened it, but someone opened it. We got tin cans there. There is something in here that you're supposed to find, if I recall correctly. Covenant reminder? Reminder, Covenant is a safe place. Whatever happened to you in the past won't happen here.
What's
Well, let's grab it.
Why are they afraid of them?
Okay, so that was what we needed.
That's a serious lock. We need to find a key. Let's hope someone's been careless.
Yeah, I don't know if this quest is meant to have someone accidentally open up this door here. But that's what usually happens, is one of the doors ends up being opened.
Just let me know.
And I'm able to go in and figure that stuff out.
I hate this place.
Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
People here are real sensitive about synths. What is a synth?
You must be new around here. Synths are synthetic people made by the Institute. Real advanced machines. Might as well be human because no one can tell the difference between them and us. Everyone in the Commonwealth is afraid of synths and the Institute. But come to mention it, I've been here a long while and nobody's even breathed a word about them. That is odd.
So, what's the Institute?
Ask 3 different people, you get 3 different answers to that. Wildly different. Most people believe the Institute's behind every manner of ill in the Commonwealth. Sister disappears, or you lose your Brahmin. The Institute. Settlement murdered in the middle of the night. The Institute. But I've never met a single person that has proof about any of that. But there's no denying synths are real enough. So the Institute's infiltrating us, and I doubt they're doing that for our own good.
We'll talk later.
Well, that wasn't exactly enough to finish it, but we can now get in here. Come on, dog meat, get in here. So we can close the door. Alright, so we got personnel files on various people. There's also this fisherman report. Mr. Huntley has aborted 5 compound runs due to a fisherman, name unknown, who has stationed himself at the Mystic Pines Pond. Mr. Huntley reports his new favorite fishing hole is directly on top of the compound entrance. The Stockton retrieval team was almost spotted by the outsider. I recommend and then it just ends. Alright, time to go talk to Dan. You saw nothing.
Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
Dredo says, cough, cough, sewers. Yes, yes.
They took the survivors to a compound.
Then we're in business. I'll meet you there and we'll rescue ourselves some caravan hands.
Alright, but first things first, we're gonna take some rest here, because we are tired. So let's rest for 8 hours. Then it'll be morning again. Alright, what food do I have? We got that. We got our grilled rat roach, properly fed. Let's get some water. Oh. What do you want? Oh, you're suddenly... You weren't in place to where you needed to be?
Hey.
Hey, a stranger? It's no secret you've been poking around. Not very neighborly of you, if you ask me. I know you think you're doing the right thing. Just don't make any rash decisions you'll regret.
I know you and your secret compound are behind what happened to Stockton's caravan.
Supposing, hypothetically, we are. We couldn't do anything unless we had good reasons. The best. Tell you what, you just stop this investigation, and I'll give you a gift. 100 caps. And then you'd be welcome back here as our friend anytime.
Huh. 100 caps, and I become their friend.
Give me
Sure.
the caps and I'll drop the whole thing.
Here you are. Come back anytime.
All of us should be thankful.
So, does that mean you aren't allied to this settlement? Oh.
Excuse me.
Just stay clear of the compound. Please.
Do I actually have to go to the compound to, fully become their friend? I have a feeling that I actually do. I think I have to go to the compound, then betray Dan in the compound, and then they'll finally be my friend. My bullet poked his head when I entered there. Also, thank God that there are no Mirelurks around here, because, yeah, being lower level and trying to take on a Mirelurk, it's bad enough in regular Fallout 4, but in survival. Dredo says you have to kill them to unlock the workshop. I thought you could unlock the workshop if you became friends with them. Like if I betrayed Dan here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I just dropped the darn thing. Right? Yes. Save. And pick it up. Also, I do really wonder about this couple here. You have a guy in a wheelchair, which getting down here from this hill was probably like a real pain. Unless they like drove here and that's their car, I don't know. And then you have his lady friend, and they're just sitting here surrounded by flowers and candles and all that. Unless the flowers and candles came after they were dead. Some random person felt pity for them and brought them candles and all that. Ah, get out of the water. Yes, I'm gonna try and do this where I betray Dan to see if I can unlock the workshop there. And if that doesn't work, I'll have to
I'm sure of it.
just take them all out.
Hey, Dan.
Some people up ahead. I'll follow your lead.
Nope, that's the only way. Really?
Outsiders aren't allowed. Why are you here?
Want answers, not violence. Well, I don't have the charisma for that, so... Oh dear. Good morning. I guess it is technically morning for me as well, so that works for me as well. So we can say we're here to rescue Stockton's caravan. That'll probably lead to a fight. Probably don't have the charisma for want answers. Let's lie.
I just came from Covenant. They said I should come here.
If Jacob gave anyone permission, I would know about it. This ain't personal.
Missions must be protected.
Oh, jeez. Well, that didn't exactly go as planned. Well, Gerardo, you're gonna get your wish. It looks like I'm gonna have to kill them because I don't have the charisma to do this without a fight. Though I may not have the combat skills to do this either. Omar says, "Oh wow, rest in peace."
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Hey, Dan.
Some people up ahead. I'll follow your lead.
Alright, so we're gonna have to try and use VATS here.
Outsiders aren't allowed. Why are you here?
I'm here to rescue the survivors from Stockton's caravan.
I can't let you do that. This ain't personal.
Oh, jeez. Alright, well, in that case, let's use buff out. Next, we'll do grilled radroach. Do I have any other... I don't have any jet or anything, unfortunately. Alright, now I gotta go over here and heal poor dog meat. Oh, this guy died in an interesting position. Oh, jeez. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, well, we have a shotgun. Light Covenant security armor. Covenant security helmet. You know what? We'll grab the security armor, actually. And I'm gonna have to use a stim pack on myself so that I can actually walk. Let's take out the pipe pistol.
Come back here.
Gone. Gotta be.
Come on. Alright, good.
No sign of the caravan yet. They've got to be holding them someplace. What the hell are they doing here anyway?
How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within...
6.4? That's probably too heavy.
Who are you? What's... Ah! Son of a bitch! Do that... Ah!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to. Please continue.
The subject is
Other
ready
side's
for
chained up.
baseline.
Subject, answer the questions quickly
safe
and with
test.
what first comes to mind. Answer the question.
I don't know. I don't know science stuff. Ignore him.
Ignore him, you say. Fascinating.
Oh dear. Try and aim for the leg. There, got him. Yee. Alright, anything good here? Should probably put that shotgun into my favorites menu there. Molotov, yay! Oh dear. Gotcha. Ow. Easy. Oh no. Omar says nice sneaking. Maybe. We'll find out. Yeah, sneaking is the absolute necessity in survival mode, especially early on. A mattress that I can sleep in, but I can't save at it. Unless I can get out of this caution thing, then I can probably save. Dorado asks, wait, why do you like to use a controller? I don't know, it just feels a little bit more natural. I know you can actually do things pretty well with regular mouse and keyboard. Like, I am much better at FPSs using a mouse and keyboard. But it just feels pretty good using a controller. Well, I'm pretty much out of that ammo. Off to the pipe pistol now.
Great. I got to have more holding cells somewhere. I feel it in my gut. Stockton's people were here.
An office terminal? What's in here? I know this sounds insane, but do we need to ask the last question? Without the limiter of multiple choices, the answers will admittedly be more varied, and so psychological reaction will be different. But maybe it is a core part of the experience. We're seeing marginal improvement of the test's accuracy. To be candid, the improvement is within the margin of error. I'm assuming the last question is, if you've played Fallout 3, you have a variety of questions like the safe test. But the last question, which wasn't included in our little thing, is who is like the big leader of, in this case, Vault 101, and it's the Overseer, and you have 4 multiple choice answers, all of which are the Overseer. Oh, duct tape's not very heavy at all. I can use duct tape then. And what's going on with my stats here? Over encumbered? Why am I over encumbered? Because they had 125. Alright, let's see. What do we want to add here? Ultimately, I am going to want strong back. Because this can give me a nice boost, plus 50 to carry weight. Perception helps that. I'm still trying to figure out why my carry... Oh! I know why I was at 125 for my carry weight. It's because I was using buff out. I'm not using buff out anymore. I see now. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to drop some stuff then. We'll drop this Raider chest piece. We can drop this leathers. And let's take Life Giver. I can level up. Yeah. I just wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do for my level up. Oh yeah, I forgot. She's not married, so she's not going to be equipping a wedding ring here. Oh, that drifter outfit. That's probably part of the reason. Alright. Dropped all the stuff that I didn't really need.
Got a clearing up ahead. I got your 6. The mission knows.
Oh dear. Oh great, now they've hit my head. Okay, that is not good with that turret over there. Not good at all. Okay, let's use the stim pack, even though I didn't exactly want to use another stim pack. Ah! Oh dear. Alright, purified water. Pork and beans. It gives some rads, but it's a little health. Oh, fudge. Oh dear. Well, this is the trouble of survival mode. Homer says, "Oh, you got this." Oh, never mind. I appreciate the vote of confidence there. Odir says, "I use a controller for Fallout 4." Yeah, I don't know. It just seems so much better using a controller.
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Alright, Dan's following us around. Okay, the worst thing here is that stupid machine gun turret. You know what? I think we might have to wait until we're leveled up a little bit. Or at least get some better armor or something. So I think we're gonna hold off on the compound. Odir says, also use the controller for Halo Wars, it's nostalgic. Yeah, Halo Wars, every time I've played it, I use a controller, because, I don't know. I think it's just kind of, it's one of those few strategy games that are like built from the ground up for a controller. Which is a good sign, I mean, you know, you don't want to make a strategy game that isn't built for a controller when it's on, you know, a console or whatever. So we have gourds here. I don't like gourds because they just suck as far as a vegetable or fruit or whatever. Got sugar bombs, Blamco. Hello there, Perry, McSwagger, Jason. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I attempted to do the little compound just now to, where they keep the prisoner from the Stockton caravan. Unfortunately, didn't work so well. So, I kind of have to level up here. So, we're currently exploring this little retirement home. Tales of a Junktown jerky vendor. Not my account, call me Jay. Okay, Mr. J. Alright, where do we go from here now? Well, I know Gerardo said that Covenant, there's a settlement to the east of Covenant, so let's try and check some of that out. I know there's the boathouse to the east of Covenant, but that place is filled with like 1,000 insects. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. Let's go to the north a little, because somewhere around here is that movie theater, which makes a great little place to build a settlement. Jay says, my brother made this account. And Oh Dear says he has a knack for names. Could be worse, I suppose. Jay says, I'm level 5,431 on Fallout 4, no mods. I didn't know you could get that far. Gerardo says, do gunners have vertibirds because I'm getting shot at by a gunner vertibird? I'm trying to think about that. I'm not sure if they do or not. They might? Haha, got you, little bottle cap mine. And then flee from the door. I don't think there's a way to open this door without that explosive going off. Because I think it's located within this area here. Jay says, or the gunners took it. Trying to think. Maybe? Oh Dear says, my fave name of the week, though, is my son has started to call himself Spazwagon Online. That's an interesting turn of events for him. Suppose there are much worse things to call yourself online than Spazwagon. And the lovely mole rats are back. Oh, that's probably one source of why I have so much weight to me, is I have all this mole rat meat. That I picked up from earlier. Ah, fudge. Okay, let's try a little to the left. Welcome, the joiners, Lularo. So what is your strategy for this playthrough? Well, as I said at the start of the stream, we're doing a little bit of more of a light role play here. So, the character that we're playing served as a smuggler after the resource wars that sort of devastated Europe and all that. And now so she was in Vault 111. She's not exactly like the sole survivor. She is more of just someone who's another survivor from Vault 111, pretty much. And from there, her overall goal is to become a big pirate, raider, warlord, pretty much. Odir says of his son, he's 13 and crazy like his old man. He melted a load of jelly and molded a mask of himself from it. You can melt jelly and turn it into a mask? What? I'm so confused. Alright, dropped off some of that stuff. So let's pick up some of this other stuff here. And Jay says, I've beat Fallout 4 twice. Yeah, I've beat the game. I think I've beat the game twice as well. I've beat it once as the Institute, and that was my first playthrough. And then my second playthrough, I want to say I did it as the Railroad. I don't think I've beat it as the Brotherhood of Steel or the Minutemen. So I think ultimately I'm probably going to beat this one as the Brotherhood of Steel, though I am going to be a raider probably by the time I've done it. Alright, so let's start to clean up this area here. Now I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to start my settlement here as. I would like to do a big warehouse. As you can see, the size meter at the top is zeroed because I'm using a mod that helps ensure that I have all the space that I desire for my settlement. And again, for anyone wondering, all my mods that I am using on this playthrough are listed below. There is one little mod that I've made for myself to get rid of McCready's beard and all that. Because I was looking for mods to change up McCready. Because specifically, I don't really like his look that he starts with. But no luck so far and finding a mod on the Nexus. Max Watt on Twitch. Welcome to the stream. If you hear me talking to a whole bunch of people, it's just people who are on my YouTube stream here, so. All this radiation. Do I have Radaway? I hope I have Radaway. Okay, we got all the barrels. Yeah, my big desire here would be probably setting up a warehouse structure for this area. Only thing is, I need a lot of concrete for that, which sucks because I don't have many caps right now. Scrap that, scrap that, scrap that. Max asks how many viewers on YouTube. According to my little thing, I have 5 right now. Also, Jay, apparently, YouTube doesn't like you saying, I hate Preston, he can suck my duck. So I don't know if it flagged it there because of hates, because you said hates, or maybe suck my, I don't know. Maybe suck my triggers it. I have no idea. YouTube has a lot of weird things. Come on, cooking station. Why can't we place you somewhere normal here? Okay, there we go. Just had to rotate it a little. Maybe. There we go. Okay. This is gonna bug me if I don't actually fix it, so let's get... Oh, I can't do a campfire. I don't have oil. No! Dorado says, Twitch is dying like how TV is dying. Slowly and painfully. I don't know if I would necessarily say that. There's certainly still some people that get large amounts of Twitch viewers. I have not been that fortunate at all yet so far. One of these days, maybe. I think the biggest issue with Twitch is just searching for people. Oh. Like, if you're searching for content, you can make some progress, but it gets to be difficult. Especially if it's a game that there are, like, a large number of people playing. Like probably Fallout 4, for example. Hey, I found some oil there. Rad-X, pack of cigarettes, desk fan. Take some of these things. A fusion core! I finally found one. Max Watts says, I haven't used YouTube streaming. It's really not too bad. Overall, I've done more stuff, I think, for YouTube than Twitch. At least I started off doing just YouTube. Eventually, with Restream, I was able to expand it out. Jay says, I'd like to end sub. Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate for the sub. I don't know. Oh, I know why my little capture thing. Hold on. Gotta fix this here. My little... Hold on. Going into OBS here. My Streamlabs alert. There we go. Now it's back up. So now if anyone does like or sub or anything, it should actually give the little display. My little zombie dude that goes roaming around. Okay, so what do we do from here? Ooh, pipe wrenches. I do like those for weapons. Come on, dog meat, out of the way. Alright, so beds. Let's just toss our bed here for now, because we are going to need that. Water. So I can build a regular water purifier. I will need some ceramic. I can build this industrial purifier with science. That would be rather useful because I know one of the good ways to make money in Fallout 4 is selling purified water that you get from a purifier, so that might be something that we look into. I think right now our best bet, we'll save. Do we have any stuff here to cook? Alright, let's double check. So we have 9 spaces. I'm gonna load up my... well, let's see. Sorry, thinking for a moment here. Let's do a container for some of our weapons. Generally I like to use lockers for the most part. Alright, bottle cap mine we'll put away. Laser pistol we'll put away. That we'll put away, and the short combat rifle. Put some of these other things away that we're not using right now. Actually, we can take those sunglasses. Alright. She's got a nice look going for her. Let's save. And now we're going to make our way back to Sanctuary and pick up Codsworth. Jay says, so I told Piper to go lay down on the bed. You know what I was trying to do? But she said, no, I will never do that. And she said, why would you ever do that? I was really sad. Horrible there, Jay. Horrible. Piper didn't want any of that. Yeah, one of the mods that I have allows you to have up to 3 companions in your party. A dog, like dog meat. A robot, like Codsworth, and then eventually another companion. My overall goal is probably to include Dogmeat, Codsworth, and McCready.
Deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
Oh dear.
Hey.
We're closed. You can thank that poison seller outside for that.
Anything I can do to help?
Why? You for hire? I have 100 caps if you blow Wolfgang's head off.
All right, Trudy. I'll get rid of him.
Thank you. I'll back you up from here. Go get him.
Apparently he heard that, cause Now, if you have enough charisma, you can actually keep both of these people here, but yeah, I don't have that, and I'm helping Trudy because, well, she'll eventually give me access to better stuff. Now, yes, certainly it would be in Kayla's way of doing things to actually help out Wolfgang here. But I'm helping Trudy because consider it more of a means for Kayla to sort of stake her own claim.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
There's only going to be one chem pusher around here, and it's going to be Kayla.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
All salvage, but nothing's junk.
Alright, so anything here to sell? Not really. General Chao's Revenge. That is a very awesome sword. Unfortunately, it's very expensive, so can't quite do anything with it yet. Some Radaway. Do I have Radaway? I have one Radaway. And buying it from Trudy is $225. That is very expensive. Jay says, when I saved Trudy, a robot came out of nowhere and killed her. Oh no. That is horrible. But I suppose it does happen. Now, was this robot from... I'm assuming this is probably one of the robots that came out of from... Oh, what's the one expansion part of this? Where you fight the Mechanist and all that. I don't remember all my expansion names. I should. Anyways, I'm not seeing too much here that we can really benefit from Trudy. We'll buy carrots. We'll buy the razor grain. That way we have a couple other things that we can sell. Or not sell, plant. Back at Sanctuary. And speaking of thinking about our return to Sanctuary, let's place down our camping kits so we can save. I have to say, I do really like having these little camping and then sleeper save mods, because doing survival without them is a complete mess. Because you only have a couple different locations that you can save at. We found Carla.
Yeah. So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Oh, should I? Oh, I want to. I want to rob her so badly, but I don't think she'll trade with me if I do.
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, beautiful. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
Dredo says, do it, it's in your nature.
Sure. Let's take a look.
You break it, you buy it.
But trading is also in Kayla's nature, so we'll keep most of the traders alive. So long as they prove useful. And Carla is a rather useful trader. Let's see. Okay, 203 for Radaway now instead of the 225. That's much better. So we'll take one of those. And I think, well, corn, more corn. I do have corn though, right? I have carrots, corn. Oh, I don't have mute fruit. I thought I had mute fruit, or mutt fruit, or however the hell you pronounce it. Apparently I don't. It must have been... Oh, I think I got it from my first soiree into the Covenant compound, and then I died. Jay, thanks for watching the stream. See you later. And there's still fighting going on over at that place over there. Yeah, Kayla's definitely gonna avoid that. She wants no part of it. Gerardo says, I heard a gunshot. Yep, that was over at the Concord Museum over there. Preston is still fighting those raiders, even though it's been like more than a day now. Gerardo whispers, glowing sea. You're really looking for poor Kayla here to die a gruesome death. I'm not looking for that for her just yet. She's gonna find plenty of that on her own. As we've seen, what? I think we've died twice so far in this episode. Frag grenades! And we'll take the gold watch as well. Okay, so let's grab this cooking station and bring it closer to the central area. Because me personally, I like to have most of my stuff sort of centered. No, I never said anything, you got no proof. Alright, so let's go talk to Codsworth over here.
Miss Kayla, welcome back, Mum. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
I only saw some raiders. Not much else that I could tell.
I feared as much. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
Yes, of course.
Lead the way, Mum. Not to worry there, pup. Your mistress is in good hands.
Alright, so we have Codsworth and Dogmeat with us now. Our overall goal to end this episode off, I think, is going to be trying to get a generator and then a... a recruitment beacon up, because we need to get people here. So we need to find some copper. Let's... Ah! Ooh. And now I have an illness. Oh crap. Gerardo says, you mean you need to get some slaves here? Well, pretty much, yes. Jay, welcome back. That was quick. I think another reason that I like to use the controller in Fallout 4 is for the lockpicking. It goes so much smoother with a lockpick than it does, or with a controller for the lockpicking than it does normally. Nobody else is streaming. Yeah, I do have a rather unusual stream time, which some people have commented on, you know, because generally I stream at what is midnight my time, which is Central Time in the US. Ah, scissors! Come here, scissors. No, I can't reach them. They will forever be there. A symbol of my failure to pick up the scissors. Okay, come on, bubblegum. Alright, some of this stuff I should probably pick up. Well, Gerardo brings up a good point. So the settlers that I am going to bring on are pretty much going to be slaves for Kayla. So we'll have to find proper attire for them as well. And I don't suppose I have any antibiotics. Nope, I have not picked up any. So what kind of disease do I have right now anyways? Insomnia requires more sleep. Okay, well that's not bad for the type of disease to have. Still hungry. There we go. And we'll use the water pump to get up our health. So, let's see. We're still looking for copper. I think we need some ceramic as well to set up the... what's it called? The recruitment beacon. Doesn't look like we've checked out this place here. Copper. Aww. There's only steel and wood in those old TVs. That doesn't make any sense. No sense at all. Dreddo says you should scrap that fallen house. Well, there are a few fallen houses around here, yes. I think the one that's closest over there... to like my little main section of town. I think that one I might turn into like Kayla's little fortress area that she'll build here. What are you looking for? I'm looking for copper. Let's see. Oh, I did get some copper. So I can build a generator. I need circuitry, though. Oh, wait. Circuitry, crystal, and a little bit more copper. Did you try the street lamps? Good. Good mention there, actually. Because, yeah, the street lamps, I think, do generally have the... copper and that. Let's pick up some of this stuff. It's easier to pick it up just like that than to scrap it. I remember when I first played Fallout 4, I thought that I didn't know that the workshop inventory scrapped things as you needed them. So I thought you had to manually scrap every single little item to break down their components. Oh, did I feel stupid when I figured out you didn't need to do that. Ah! Good job, Codsworth. Oh no! Codsworth killed me. save then? I don't think I saved back at the settlement. No, I did not. I'm back over at Trudy's. Oh, son of a bitch. Troto said, I can see how long that would take. Yes. Yeah, the way I originally thought it was like so burdensome, and then suddenly I figure out, oh hey, no, it's not that bad. Alright, well, I guess the good thing about being thrown back over here.
Hey.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me?
Right? Your money. All of it. Now.
Yeah, I know the drill. This ain't my first mugging. Here. No.
Carla.
Ah, the robber. Hey, I paid up, so get lost.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't talk to me anymore. Okay, so let's reload that. I wanted to check that, but yeah. No, giving up Carla just for some caps, not a good plan. Plus, Kayla, as a former smuggler, would know that these general traders wouldn't have...
So what's your story?
They might have some good supply on them, but they wouldn't have the real big source of money. Alright. Oh, I forgot to make her laugh.
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Oh, I missed it.
Here's what I got.
How much different is... Radaway, 225. Bleh. Well, so much for the discount then. Okay, so let's go to her junk. We need things that give circuitry, I think ceramic and copper. No, crystal. That's the other one that we need. Copper, circuitry with a hot plate, crystal with that. Circuitry from that. We'll do a couple typewriters. And hopefully I'm not completely overburdening myself here. Okay, hopefully I have enough now that between the streetlights and everything else, I'll be able to set up my recruitment beacon and all that. And Gerardo, YouTube did not like your message of saying kill her. But no, I don't need to kill Carla. There are other prey that I can look into taking out eventually. Let's see. Map, we're almost there. And then I'll have to remember to save at the bed back in Sanctuary before I go out taking out the rest of those bloat flies. Gerardo says, I never see any NPC try to rub you. That's so unimmersive. What? Rub you or rob you? Did you mean to say rob? If you're saying Rob, oh damn, autocorrect. If you're meaning Rob, the closest thing that happens to that is there's the one event where you find those would-be religious guys when you're going to try and save the one crazy immortal guy's daughter or whatever. I can't even remember the name right now. Oh. See, this is what happens when you don't play through Fallout 4 in a while. You forget all the names. Alright, we'll return to Codsworth.
Miss Kayla, welcome back, Mum.
I only saw some raiders.
I fear, I realize that I...
Yes, of course.
Lead the way, Mum. Not to worry.
And Dogmeat doesn't like that, but Dogmeat is staying with us anyways. Okay, so we'll take care of our thirst here. Save at the bed. And we'll take care of some of these street lamps. Alright, generators. We can build the generator. Yeah, generally I like to put the generator kind of like right here. Next. Recruitment radio beacon. Set up. Oh, wait a second. Y is the attach wire. Okay. And I always like to double check my things to make sure that my wires don't cross through any of the objects. Just a personal OCD thing. Gerda says, I call all the NPCs walking loot boxes, which I need to shoot them to unlock them. It's a horrible thing to do. Only certain ones are like that. Like Gunners, absolutely. Brotherhood of Steel members often are. Like if the Brotherhood of Steel didn't have their vertibirds, I probably would try and find another faction to go with. But yeah, the vertibirds are pretty good for a survival playthrough. Because you don't have any other fast travel method, so... I mean, I guess the Institute kinda does, but not really, because if I recall correctly, the Institute ends up... When you return from the Institute, you end up just outside of the one university, MIT or whatever. Or CIT, as it's called. Gerda says, not all of them are the same. Shoot to open. And hopefully once we take out the rest of these bloat flies, our first settler will show up. Don't die. Well, I'll be good so long as Codsworth doesn't wipe me out like he did last time. Because it wasn't the bloatflies that killed me last time, it was Codsworth going in with his big saw and slicing off my arm. Alright. Gerda says, what if Preston is the first settler to show up? Then we will have to imprison him or something. Alright, so I didn't pick up my special book over here. What do I want to take as my next attribute? Intelligence, charisma. I think I'm going to do strength, because that'll give me more carry weight. Oh, I have a couple level ups that I can do here. Oops, that's what I get for not paying attention. Intelligence? Oh, too late, Gerardo, too late. Well, we'll put a point of intelligence in here, because then I'll be closer to being able to get chemist. And 3 more to fully max out intelligence here.
Yes.
Alright, let's see if our first settler's shown up. It does say people 1, so I'm assuming that they are somewhere around here. Is that Preston I see? There it is. He does kind of look like Preston briefly, if Preston was set up in a regular settler outfit.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Oh, he doesn't want to actually say anything to me. Okay. Well, that's fine, Mr. Settler Dude. We're gonna tear down this little fence here because, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this fence. Our first slave. Yes, yes. Ha ha ha. If I had my manufacturing up, I'd build him a little slave outfit. I don't have my manufacturing yet, though. So we're gonna put in all the gourds and melons and stuff. Put those away, because we want the really decent food stuff going. Carrots, corn. Oh, I forgot to grab mute fruit from Carla. Alright, well, we at least have something starting as far as food goes, and eventually as these grow, we'll be able to make more of them. And since we are past the 2-hour mark, I guess that's probably going to be it here for today. We've made a little bit of progress. We are currently level 4. We have our first recruitment beacon going to bring people into the settlement. We've died, let's see, 3 times? Something like that. Maybe 4 times, but it's not too bad though. So thanks for watching, folks. No, why does it have to end? Like all things Gerardo, it must come to an end. But it was a fun little start. I think we might be well set for continuing on. Let's see, what should we do for the next episode? That's probably like one of the biggest questions. Because certainly there are lots of places that we can go to. We could head towards Diamond City. I know eventually we do have to check out that Covenant compound, but I want to do that when we're probably a couple more levels ahead that we can actually make things work. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the little bell icon so that you can stay up to date whenever I stream or post a video. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. If you want to check out what I'm up to when I'm not streaming, be sure to join the Discord that's linked in the description below. And you can always chat with me on there and give me ideas for games to stream, that sort of thing. So, thanks for watching, folks, and I will see you all later.